gonna clean you up. Yes, I am. We're gonna pull that back. We're gonna pull that. And then we're gonna scratch that chest. Yes, yes, yes. Whew. Nice cool breeze, Susie. It's wonderful. Yes, enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. What's happening? Come on. You wanna hop up there? Hop. Hop. Good girl. Sit. No out. Sit. Good girl. Hey, 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 what's happening? What's happening? We are here for another day. I got some questions for you guys. Serious questions for you guys. I'm waiting for some more people to come in because more than just a couple people, I need somebody to help me answer a question. Just a small question. Just a small question. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, how you doing? She's chilling. They told me in my first minute, state my topic. The topic today is follow through. Yeah. But my question directly relates to follow through. Okay, what's up, travel girl? How you doing? Yeah, we got the travel girl in the house. What's up? Hello, hello. So my question is, have you ever started something important and not finished it? That's my question. We do that all the time. We start things and don't finish. Yeah, all the time. And some things you need to finish if you started them, because if you don't have the follow through, these things that you don't finish may just affect you. And their effects, happy Saturday to you, travel girl, their effects can be catastrophic in your life. That's why today's show that we're about to start is about follow through. Welcome. I am Master Christian. This is Controlled episode 62. This is the co-host, Susie Spaniel, holding it down. She hasn't been here for a few days. And we are here today to discuss some things that are pertinent to whether you have animals or not. Life goes on, but if you don't follow through, you don't finish. You talk about, I'm about to, I'm half done, quarter done, 3/4 done, about to. The job is not finished. The task has not been completed. And we need to complete these tasks. If you go out to clean up after your dog and you only clean up half of it, you still got half a pile of poop on the floor. Gotta finish it up. Gotta follow through. How many great ideas never became great accomplishments? Because the only way you're going to accomplish something is if you finish it. Finito. Whether it's a bill that needs to be paid, something on your credit, somebody you told you were on your way and never showed up. If you don't finish it, you never made it. And life is about success, accomplishments, finishing so you can start the next task. You can't just have a bunch of open, empty tasks laying around, because when I do that, things don't get done. And then I have repercussions that come back from things not get done. You got to get the things done. If not, you just half doing it. And half doing it is not a measure of success. Not because they were bad ideas, not because people lacked talent, not because they didn't have enough resources. They failed because someone stopped before the work was finished. Yeah, you half doing it, not finished. Half done, not finished. Did we win? No, we got more games to play. We got to finish up. Did we complete that? And when it comes to commitments, If you can't finish the commitment, at least you can reach out and make some contact so you can change the arrangements. Because you need to make some arrangements, or something so small can turn into an avalanche. One snowball rolling down the hill can turn into an avalanche. And in this world, with money and credit and the things that we need, you don't need any avalanches. They'll stop your flow. They'll stop your forward progress from ever being able to do anything you need to do. So let's get it straight. Follow through is a main thing that you need to have in your arsenal. So when you strap up, make sure you're strapping up that follow through. We celebrate people for starting. We admire people for finishing. Don't you want that admiration? That self-admiration. You can admire yourself when you finish, when you get the job done. Because when the job's not done, you got loose ends hanging out. Why this matters? Starting creates opportunity. Finishing creates results. And results are what matter. The opportunity of doing something, yeah, that's great. But if you don't have those ending results that can be quantified by, yo, you won, you free, you did that, you did it, then what you been doing? Every day, people begin goals, businesses, books, training programs, relationships, and dreams. Far fewer people complete them. Your future is built far more by what you finish than what you start. So if you got a habit of not completing things, you'll never finish. And your future will be just as choppy as the things you're not complete, because they're not done. So they're not completed. They're segmented. We want to tie them up in a bow and make sure that the party can get started. But you can't be partying without finishing the task. Animals don't stop halfway through essential behaviors. Birds finish nests before laying eggs. Beavers complete dams before depending on them. Wolves finish the hunt before eating. Nature reminds us that survival depends on completing important work. Hey, you got something important to do, you must complete it. That's where you get your accolades from. A half-written book will never get read. No out. You can't read something that's not finished. Oh, well, I got the first couple chapters. You know, that I don't want to read that, because there's no ending. And the ending is the best part, because now we know why, when, where, and what happened. Can't do it. Most people love beginnings because they are exciting. No out. Eventually, the work becomes repetitive, difficult, and sometimes boring. That is where successful people separate themselves from everyone else. They stop relying on motivation to begin, and begin relying on commitment, because it takes commitment to finish. You got to be committed to what you're doing. Follow through begins when motivation ends. So when you start, you don't have to have any follow through. When you start cleaning up, you don't have to have any follow through. It's easy. I'm gonna pick up this, I'm gonna pick up that. But as you start to move on and time goes on and you get tired and you say, oh, well, maybe I'll finish this later, the job never gets done. And if it gets done, what you can finish today, you should finish today. You shouldn't let it leak over until tomorrow, because tomorrow is another day and you could have been working on something else. Sit. Good girl, sit. Good girl, stay. So if you want your dog to pay attention to you, if you want your dog to move with you, you got to start and you must finish. And finishing means that you stay calm, confident, and consistent during the whole process. And learn a method where you can finish. Now, you can't train a dog in one day. You can't get that response that you want in one day, but you can repetitiously work on it so you do get to the outcome. Some things are easier. You can finish them in one day. You can finish a plate in one sitting. But, you know, if you don't finish your food, you're just wasting it. Because if you sit it there, you put it in the refrigerator, it stays for days, now you don't want it. Wasted food. We need all the food we can get. It's hungry people out here that wish they had that plate that you never even finished. Gyms are full in January and much quieter a few months later because people make these New Year's resolutions and say, I'm going to work out. So the gyms fill up in January, but a few months, they tired of working out. They haven't achieved the success that they were looking for, and they're not even going back to the gym. That's how this works. That's how everything works. If you start it, get in there and finish it. If it's about money, you better finish that up. Because if you mess up your money, it can take a lifetime to get back to it and finish it. I'm not speaking from abstract. I learn from example and mistakes. And you can learn from my mistakes or you can learn from yours. Young birds continue practicing flight long after their first success because practice makes perfect and you want to get it done. You want to finish what you start. And if a bird wants to fly, they got to get stronger and stronger and stronger. If you want something to get done, you got to be diligent. You got to keep up with it. You got to make sure that it happens in a way that gets the job done. What have you started that still deserves to be finished? Are you relying on motivation instead of commitment? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Be quiet, y'all. We doing a show. And I'm back. We had to get a little act right in there. Though I can't stop them from barking constantly unless I go in and stop them from barking constantly. But I took a little second to just tell them chill for a minute. And we may get a chill for a minute. We got Susie chilling. That's how this works. Good girl, stay. Susie does not like being the co-host for an extended period of time anymore. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Motivation starts the journey. Commitment finishes it. So yeah, you can be motivated and you can hop on that journey and you can start that puzzle. But when you don't finish the puzzle, it's just pieces all over the table. We want to see the picture, don't we? Oh, we can look at it on the box. Stop. Finish what you're doing so you can admire your completed task. It works better that way. It's going to help you that way. Life rarely rewards work that is only partially completed. You can't turn in that work that's not completed. Your boss not going to take it. You can't halfway do the job with the dog because safety is involved. Your cat, you want to somewhat clean up that kitty litter, and it still stinks. Don't let your life be a stinker. You got to finish what you start so it's fresh and clean and you're ready for that next move. A half-built house cannot protect your family. A half-trained dog is still unpredictable. Progress without completion often leaves opportunity unfinished. Finishing transforms effort into value. And if you like me, and you probably are, value is what you're looking for. Valuable things, valuable everything. You want value in your life. But when something is not completed, there's no value in it. Because something that's half done can't get you anywhere. But if you finish it, it might get you everywhere. You need to complete the task or not. I'm just saying. I know that a completed task is going to get you further where you're going than something you started on and never finished. If you committed to something, at least finish it up. If you told someone you were going to do it and things change, at least have that conversation that things change. Because if you don't, you leave people hanging and trust is lost. Yep. A book never published helps no readers. You got a book, you got an idea you've been working on? Great idea. If you don't publish it, how does it help the reader? If I don't come here and do this show, I can't help the people that come looking for something to help them with their life or their animals or whatever's going on. I can't inspire anybody if I don't show up. That's why I show up every day. But I got to be inspired to inspire you. But knowing that you're coming is my inspiration. Knowing that we're doing something that's never been done. Show 62 today, never been done by us. Might have been done by someone else, but never been done by me. So I've made a lot of videos over the year, but not like this. Not one that's going to help you with your all-around life and teach you the things that you can control. Yourself. Control yourself and get the job done. That's what we're building here. A spider cannot stop halfway through building a web. And last night when I let the dogs out in the back, it was a beautiful, I called the spider Charlotte. It was so big and beautiful. Now, it didn't have no words in it like Charlotte did, but the spider completed the web. Maybe it's going to get something to eat. But you know, as soon as it completes it, if it doesn't feel like it's in the right space, it takes that web down and moves it somewhere else. Chill, baby. So that's what we have here. What are you accepting? No, where are you accepting almost finished? In your life? In what part of your life? In the things you do? Where are you accepting it? Almost finished. That's what, I'm almost done. Yeah, you not done. We need stuff that's done. What opportunity is waiting on your completion? Lots. And you might not be able to see them. But anything that you feel like you haven't finished, try today. Make a list and get some things finished. Now today our show is brought to you by Master Christian LLC. Master Christian is here to help you with your dog and risk mitigation, safety, animal interaction, dog training, and a whole slew of things that I'm not going to name right now. All you got to do is go to masterchristian.com and find out more. I am Master Christian. This is Susie Spaniel, and what I'm going to tell you right now is something that you've heard from me many times. Follow, subscribe, like, share. That's our motto here. Subscribe, follow, share, like. We can mix them around in a lot of different ways. $MasterCT is the Cash App so you can support the show. We need your support every day. If I'm going to come here every day and get it to you and pass this message to you, I need your support just like church. That's why they pass around the plate. $MasterCT so we can make this show better and better every single day for you and me and her. Oh, she done turned her back on us. She's staying with us, but she done gave us the cold shoulder. Now we're going to break out the next part of the show, which is nothing more than the news on animals today. Let me get to that section of things going on. Got a lot of pages today. That's just the nature of the beast. So, on animals today, Saturday, July 18th. Yeah, that's where we at. That's where we living in. I normally don't give the date because I want you to think that this is all the time. No, but new monkey species discovered in the Congo rainforest. They still messing around in the Congo. Now they have discovered a new monkey species. Scientists have officially identified a new species of African monkey called the leaky weed. Colobos congenius. The monkey is recognized by its distinctive orange-colored lips and unique vocalizations. It is only the 5th new monkey species discovered in Africa in the past 75 years, making the finding significant for wildlife science and conservation. They discovered a new monkey, still messing around in the Congo. Yeah, that's what they do. Keep on messing around, you're going to find out. Baby Asian elephant takes her first swim. That's something to see. 5-month-old Asian elephant, Lin Mai, reached a major milestone by taking her first swim at the Smithsonian's National Zoo. Caregivers guided and encouraged her as she learned to use her trunk like a snorkel, and important natural behavior for elephants. She learned, they taught her how to use her trunk. No sit. No sit. Good girl. She was going to use that trunk anyway, but they like to say she learned, they taught her. 9 flamingo chicks growing at the same time. The Smithsonian National Zoo is currently raising 9 flamingo chicks simultaneously. Animal care teams are closely monitoring nutrition, growth, stay, nutrition, growth, and social development as the young birds mature into healthy adults. 9 flamingo chicks. DNA study rewrites koala history. Scientists have discovered that the koala nearly became extinct about 100,000 years ago, long before humans arrived in Australia. That's subjective. The research provides valuable insight into how koalas survive past environmental changes and may help guide future conservation efforts. Okay, sit. No, sit. You hanging with us today. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Down. No down. So, good girl. This is our co-host. She a little surly today. Young great white shark returns to California waters. Young shark, dun 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 dun. Jaws. Its return to California waters. Marine researchers report an increase in juvenile great white sharks. Yeah, sharks. Along parts of California coastline. Juvenile sharks. You swimming in the water, they swimming in the water, they got teeth, you got teeth, they gonna bite you, you not gonna bite them. Hey. Scientists say young sharks are using warmer coastal waters as nursery habitat and continue to emphasize that attacks on humans remain extremely rare. And you can tell me that attacks are extremely rare, but I don't want to be the rare individual that's bitten by a shark. I've been bitten by a small shark in this life already. He was in my large aquarium. I ain't up for being in the ocean getting bit by a larger shark than that. Yeah, okay. GPS tracking helps protect pronghorn migration. Wildlife biologists using GPS collars have discovered how fencing around some large solar energy projects affect pronghorn antelope migration. Researchers say simple fence modification could help animals continue their historic migration routes while allowing renewable energy projects to operate successfully. They done blocked the animals off with the fence and the buildings, and now they want to say if they make a certain kind of fence, it's going to be okay for the animals. That's not my opinion. I'm just saying, this is how it goes. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes. So now, after the news, I'm going to repeat. Subscribe, follow, like, share, support. $MasterCT on your Cash App. Why people quit? People usually quit because the work becomes uncomfortable, takes longer than expected, or distractions appear. Success often belongs to those who simply refuse to stop. You got to refuse to lose if you want to finish things. You got to be all the way committed to the end. You can't put it off. If you can finish it in one sitting, then you get it done. If you got to come back to it tomorrow, then you got to come back to it tomorrow. But if days start, you got gaps, yeah, that gap may be never completing that task. And life is about the completion of things, not just working it on. Right, Susie? We got to take this little break for our Susie Woozy. She wants some love. She wants to move around. She tired of sitting up here. But stay. We're going to work with that. I'm not going to make you stay. Okay. Come on. There you go. Now come here. Many businesses fail because owners quit too soon. If you quit on your business, yeah, it's hard. Things may get rough. You may not have the resources that you might want to have in the beginning, but you got to keep on trying if you want that business to be successful. If you stop, then you no longer have a business. And that's how this goes. So you got to keep on pushing. Hey, Cutie pie. If you want that business to be successful. Salmon continue swimming upstream despite countless obstacles because salmon are going to spawn at the top of that. So if they don't swim upstream to get to the place where they're spawning at, there's no more salmon. This is big because we like salmon, right? We want salmon. The bears like salmon. Lots of things. They got omega-3s. And you want that in your life. If they don't do what they do so they can spawn, we don't get any more salmon. And we don't want all this farm-raised salmon. We want this wild-caught salmon, that fresh salmon that they haven't polluted with the things that they're feeding the farm-raised salmon. What usually causes you to quit? Is it time? What is it? What usually causes you to quit? I don't know. It's just something that happens, and it causes people to quit and never return back to finish. Susie, do you quit your food in the middle? No, she completes that task. Susie's gonna eat everything you put in that bowl. She's not that grazing dog that come back later. Because in my house, she's not gonna come back later. She stop eating that food, gonna get picked up. We're not leaving food for bugs to be in or just for all day use. That's not how feeding time works. Feeding time works that you complete the task. And Susie is a champion at that. She always completes it. What do obstacles change your direction or strengthen your determination? Because there's always going to be obstacles that pop up when you're doing something. It's always going to be obstacles. And some obstacles are monetary, some obstacles are people. It's a plethora of obstacles. No, don't eat that. But you got to persevere and be strong and stay on course. Because if you're off course, you're off the course. That means you're going to end up somewhere you don't belong. Persistence carries people where talent alone never will. Yeah, you can be talented. I know a lot of talented people. But if they're not persistent, so what you're talented? Did you get it done? It's not done. It's not finished. We haven't completed. It is what it is. Finish before you chase something new. Talented people like starting a lot of new things and not finishing any of them because it gets too hard or it's not bringing in what they need. And I understand. I clearly understand. I got lots of things that I want to do and try to do, but some things, the important, pertinent things, we need to finish. I'm saying that to myself, not to you. I need to finish it. Let's get the job done. Christian, get the job done. Yeah, I hear you. Constantly starting new projects often prevent real progress. Unfinished commitments steal energy and confidence. Completion creates momentum and freedom. I like momentum and freedom. I like to be moving forward knowing that it's done and we growing and getting better. That's what I like. Now what I do may be an entirely different thing, but I got to do better. And you can do better. I believe in you. Hopefully you believe in me, but I believe in myself. And we're going to ride with that till the wheels fall off. That I'm going to believe that I'm going to finish these tasks from now on. An entrepreneur launches idea after idea, but never fully develops one. Ooh. Beavers finish one section of the dam before expanding it. Yep. They're going to finish one section of that dam before they start on the next section of that dam. Because expanding that dam, you can't expand on something that hasn't been started and completed. You can't expand. You got to finish the first part before you make an additional part to it. Are unfinished projects holding you back? They was holding me back, for sure, till I got a couple of them finished that were necessities in my world. What can you finish before starting something new? Do you got something you're working on? Finish it. Completion creates momentum. Distraction destroys it. And destruction. You heard about self-destruction? Yeah, that was a song. Self-destruction. You heard about self-destruction? Don't destroy yourself. Finish what you start. Be strong. Get this group, like this community here, and finish it. I never stop the show before it's over. I always work this to the end. I got to, because I don't want to half-ass it for you. I want to give you something that's complete, where you can go back and check it out, see what, if anything, can be useful in your life about the thumb through the loop, bam, thumb loop, bam, or just the basic safety tips on your animals in your house, outside, or anything else you need. Leave it in the comments if you got questions, because I'm going to answer them. And I'm going to answer them where I can give them to other people, so it helps somebody else, because we all got the same problem. Well, there's no differences. Some problems are unique, but most problems are the same. And if you ask and I answer, or I ask and you answer, you can give somebody else the help that you need, and you can get it as well. Follow through becomes part of your character. Reliable people earn trust, responsibility, and opportunity. Success is built by constantly completing meaningful work. That high percentage of success, that's what completion is about. High percentage of success. You can't beat something that's done with something that's not done. Something that's done is done, son. Employees who constantly finish assignments earn greater responsibility. People that constantly stay on schedule with their dog have less work to do. It's science. You want to get it down to a science. You want things to be smooth, easy, and doable. Not all this chaotic stuff that you got going on. Honeybees complete every section of the hive because the colony depends on finished work. And ants complete every section of the ant hill because the colony depends on it. At home, you have a colony that's dependent on you. Are you going to complete what you do so the colony can be safe and sound and live happily? That's the question that I'm always asking myself. I got to complete it so the colony is safe. It matters whether you think it does or not. What reputation does your follow-through create? Are you known as the person that never finishes? Oh, you don't show up when you say you're not reliable? Or are you that guy that's Johnny on the spot, or that gal? Who are you? What unfinished commitment will you complete this week? Things to do, things to think about. We got to do them and think about it all the time. The world remembers what you finish, not what you intend to do. It's big, because only finished things can be passed to the world. That half-done stuff, you got to have some pretty influential people to give out this half-done stuff. And some people do. But it's still not useful, because now somebody else got to grab it and try to finish it, and it might not have been their idea. They might not even understand it. So complete what you start, because you are amazing, and a finished product is just going to be as amazing as you. Starting creates opportunity, finishing creates results, follow through builds trust, confidence, and character. Completing important work separates average people from exceptional people. You want to be exceptional people. Don't start something new today. Finish something you've already started. One completed task creates more momentum than 10 unfinished tasks. And we got all this to do. Finish one. It's bigger than the rest of them. So don't be like I am sometimes, which I try not to be like that, and have things undone. Tie it up in a bow. Make sure it's finished. I'm going to make sure my stuff gets finished as well, because I got some major things that I need to complete in a small amount of time, and I'm going to make sure that I get them done. Now, you've been here with me for quite some time today on my Saturday, on your Saturday. We got Susie down here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. You're not in the scene. Come here, baby. Go ahead and sit. We got our co-host Susie Spaniel right here, and she had a great day. I'm going to end this on a high note while I maneuver around her. She says she's going to maneuver around me now. But potential gets attention. Follow through earns respect. And we want to get all the respect we can in this disrespectful world. I'm with you. I need you to be with me. Build this community. Subscribe, like, share, follow, support. $ Master CT is the Cash App. I love you. Love yourself. Love everybody else. Complete the task. Have follow through. And I'm going to see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. in between 12 and 1, sometime around there. We'll be at you. Y'all have a great day. Finish it. We out. Peace.